So today we are installing the floor joist. Took us about 3 days to get everything completely finished. It rained for a few days, here and there, off and on. It was really hard to do because the wood that we had got was very warped and twisted, some of it. We got the warps out and the twist. We got it pretty straight and it's 100% level. It's fantastic. I'm really impressed. We had to stop doing the cross beams, cutting them because we don't have a miter saw. Cutting them with the handsaw was just too much. And then the battery died on the drill when we were putting the ones in that we did get cut. Let's see here, he's putting the screws in for the joists so that we can have easier installation when we get them set up. The first side was fairly easy. The second, the other side of the cabin was, it was pretty hard because of the wood being warped and twisted and then having to straighten it out and put it together. We used the nail gun for a lot of it, but the ones that were warped really bad, we had to use screws to put them together to ensure that they will not come apart from each other. And then when we got started on the second side of the house, we had to cut the spacers to put in between the floor joists in the middle so that the floor doesn't sag or creak. It's definitely a learning curve for us. This is our first time building anything this big besides a shed or a pole building. A lot of the techniques that we have used are all learning from our parents or watching other YouTubers. And we really appreciate your guys' support. If you're new and watching this, go ahead and subscribe and drop a comment saying that you've subscribed. And if anyone has anything to say, any advice that they would like to give, or ask us any questions on what we have done and how we did it, feel free to ask in the comment section and I will get back with you. The first set of joists that we did, that went in within a day. It took the other side, this side, a couple of days. Look at that warp in that wood. That's what we had to put some 2x4s on the side, like on the top of the joist there. And then we ratchet strapped it down to get it straighten that warp out. And that took a little while because you can't just strap it down. You could crack the wood. So it's time consuming. We got it, and this one we had to put screws in or else it probably would have popped back out. And it sat probably maybe a good 1.5 inches above the other joist when we first started. See that? There's still a little gap there. So what we ended up doing was we planed it down. The joists that had a lip in them that we couldn't get them down all the way because of the warps, we planed them down to be level. And that probably just took a couple hours. We probably only had four joists that we had to plane down. So this is it. This was all the joists are put in, all the spacers. Everything's got its screws and nails. They're 16 inches apart. And then next step is putting the plywood on. Be sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to put it down in the comment section that you've subscribed, and I'll get back with you. And our next video is going to be putting that subfloor on. I hope you enjoy it.